Are you having activation issues on A5 and A6 devices? This goes for like the big ones like the 4S, the 5, the 5th gen, iPod Touch 5th gen, iPad 4th, 3rd gen, 2nd gen. All of these are A5 or A6. So currently there's a bunch of weird server issues going on Apple's side where you cannot activate these devices. But there is a easy fix to do this, but there is a catch. This only works for iOS 5 and 6. 7 and above this does not work for, and it is a Hacktivation method that requires replacing system files. So, yeah, anyway, before we start, I want to thank the dev of this little lockdown patch. His name is iPhone 4S, and yeah. So anyway, we'll be using his replacement file for Hacktivating and bypassing the whole entire activation sequence. So anyway, let's some prerequisites that you will need. You must have Mac or Linux. Linux, if you haven't, usually is fine, but you'll need an Arduino for both methods. Arduino is always needed for A5 with Checkmate A5 Sketch. So in Arduino IDE. I will be dropping a link on how to do that in the description because I'm not the best at explaining that. So yeah, with Legacy iOS Kit, we will be using, which is why it's Mac or Linux, for the SSH ramdisk. You must have this tool called iOS 5-6 Hacktivation on GitHub. I will also link that in the description. And you must have FileZilla, which you can just get online by just searching it up, which is FileZilla. So anyway, let's get right into this video. So yeah, first, I will go show you what to do exactly. I will be doing this on Linux because I have an Arduino, and it's a lot more convenient because my version of Linux is not like, what am I saying? The version of Mac OS I'm on is kind of old. For the Mac I have, it's on High Sierra, and it's not good enough to run the newest version of Arduino IDE for obvious reasons. Also, another cool thing you get out of Hacktivating, but it really doesn't matter on these older devices, is that it completely unlocks your carrier, and yeah. So yeah, anyway, let's get right into this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to checkmate this device. If you don't have the sketch all loaded up already, well, you will need to, again, the thing, like the tutorial how to get this Arduino all set up and everything is in the description. So yeah, anyway, so we're gonna go power up Arduino IDE right here. So let me do that and put this in DFU mode. If you know how to put in the DFU mode, well, it's pretty simple. You press this button and this button for 10 seconds, and then you let go of the power button, and then you do the home button for 10 seconds, and then you're in DFU mode. So yeah, but I'm going to go set this up, and I will come back to you where we're going to be uploading the sketch and checkmating this device. By the way, I've already figured out this whole setup, lagging, whatever thing already, so I'm just going to be showing you what I did to fix this. So yeah. Okay, I'm back, and I am now checkmating. Okay, just checkmated. So now what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this, and you're going to go plug this back in your computer after you checkmated, so let me do that. So anyway, we are going to go into useful utilities, where you're going to go to SSH ramdisk in Legacy iOS Kit, by the way. So here, I'm just going to enter it anyway. It will figure it out itself. If it fails the RAM disk, then oh well. So you can see it's booting up into RAM disk right now. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure, because sometimes it will like close out of this one thing, but I don't think it did. It'll be like it closed some port, and then it'll just be a whole entire issue, because I had this issue beforehand. So anyway, you're just gonna go connect to SSH. And here you're gonna put in mount.sh. And now you've mounted the disk, and now we can proceed to FileZilla. I don't know why I said it like that anyway. So in here, now you've opened up FileZilla, you see host, you see username, you see password, you see port. So we're gonna put in this host right here. Well, what this post does, it just allows you to connect to your phone remotely. So you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna do SFTP, whatever that is, colon, I think, //127.0.0.1. And then you're gonna put in username root, password Alpine, and then, so I just made a mess up there. You gotta put in the port, which is 6414, and then you can click connect. And now you can see we've connected up to this phone with FileZilla. So, also this is assuming that you've downloaded this lockdown file from that link right there that I put in the description. So now, in the remote site, you're gonna put in /mountain1. I like to say mountain1, but it really means mount1. So then you're gonna go to user /libexec. And yeah, so then you're gonna go here, and you're gonna go find lockdown here. And then this is where you drop in your lockdown file, and then you'd hit replace, and it would replace it. So that's assuming that you've done that. I've already done that, so there's really no need to worry about that. Also, I forgot to mention this while I was after recording the video. After you do the file transfer, you right click on the lockdown menu. What am I saying? Lockdown file, and you're gonna go to file permissions and check if it says 755 in there. If it isn't, you set it to 755 or 0755. They're the same value. So yeah. But anyway, that's how you do it. So I'm gonna go back out of Linux. Well, back out of FileZilla. Well, what am I even saying? You gotta go here, and you gotta go into Legacy iOS Kit. You gotta go exit, and it will bring you here. And then you gotta go back. Reboot device. And now it should be rebooting, and I'll come back to you when it reboots, and then you'll be able to go through the whole entire setup screen again, and then you won't have any setup loops or anything like that. So yeah, let me just show you, because what the result would be, I didn't take any videos of me doing this because I just was doing a ton of testing and annoying bug fixing. So yeah, so I'll just show you my 4S anyway, because why not? But anyway, that's where you'd get like the whole entire setup screen where it used like add Siri, stuff like that, but I've already done that. So anyway, that was how you would fix setup loops on iOS 5.6 for a5-a6 devices. Also guys, I am going on vacation very soon, so this will probably be my last video for like a good 4 or 5 days probably. I will be back on the 5th, so yeah. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe and share this video to somebody that needs help with this. And anyway, this has been Derek from Certified Legacy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, or bye-bye.